Okay. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some. We were talking about Contra earlier. We've got 33 minutes. I think we can blow through Contra. So, up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start. 30 lives. Hell yeah. Okay, I did turn my mic. I just want to make sure I turn my mic back on. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I actually turn that back on? I got nervous for a second. There we go. You can just run right up to the sensor and like kick the crap out of it too if you really wanted to. I do not want a different weapon. I want to keep spread. Come on. And then the shot. There we go. He's got to be patient. Oh, finally died. Damn. Not bad. This is Contra. on the NES. So yeah, so this is Contra on the NES, 1987, 88 on the NES, I think. Um, well, you have heard of it, and I'll tell you why in a second. One of the landmark, side-scrolling shooters. The arcade version is it's okay, but man, do they nail it on the NES. Uh, classic game. This was the game. I think I've told the story on the podcast before, where we beat it. Me and this kid beat it, two player, and at the end we beat the end boss, and I like fist pumped like this, except like I kind of did it like that, and I hit him right in the face, and like smashed up his face really bad because these NES controllers, they freaking hurt. They are hard plastic. So, Contra is a big. Oh yeah, and let me finish the story. So yeah, um, some of the people that worked on this, they were from Konami. They would go and a number of years later, they would make some more games. Metal Gear, and there's a couple other Contra games. And various other games that Konami made, and they would go on to form a studio called Treasure that would make a game very much influenced by this game, a little game called Gunstar Heroes. Yeah, I kind of like messed up his face a little bit um, in my excitement at beating Contra, which might have been the first ever game I beat. Maybe. I was actually just pondering that recently because I mentioned in the script for the Castlevania 2 episode, I talk about that being one of the first. And I trust myself, but I don't trust myself like, exactly chronologically. This game is an absolute blast to play two player. Oh shit, we gotta get the spread. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Oh, we got it. Nice. Oh, and we lost it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Gunstar. Yeah, some of the people that they were all Konami people. Well, not all of them, but you know what I mean. They're Konami expats. And so, yeah, Gunstar Heroes is a game very much influenced by Contra. And pretty much every side scroller that comes after it. We were talking about Cyberlip earlier, Metal Slug, all those games. The ending of Cyberlip is absolutely crazy. We were just talking on the podcast about the ending of Fantasy Star 2 and how like that's like a super like what kind of ending. Cyberlip is another game that has a super like what in the world just happened ending. There we go. Yeah, two people. This is like the quintessential two player, shooter for sure. You know, like all the fighting game, like Final Fight and Streets of Rage. But this is, yeah, this is the one where you get a buddy and I mean, you can tear through this in one player. It's not a super difficult game, but it just hits the spot for like fun and playability, and it just absolutely nails it. Yeah, so it's available. Let me think. It's on the Contra collection that came out last year. It's not on the NES Mini. Only Super C, the sequel that's like okay, um, is on there. Um, it might be on the NES Mini. I forget. Yeah, it is, because that's how we're playing it right now. Yeah. But the most accessible version now is the collection that's on like the Switch and PS4 and stuff like that. That's got a whole ton of games. Contra, Super C, Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Yeah, so in this one you got to start jumping to get while they're throwing bombs at you. Yeah, it makes you want to go back to Gunstar Heroes. Yeah. Well, Gunstar Heroes is on that's on the Genesis collection. Yeah, there's so much going at you here. Just gotta be patient. Yeah. Yeah, that's another one. Gunstar Heroes is made for playing two player. I mean, it's doable in single player mode for sure, but it is like really made for two player. And what drives me nuts about that Genesis collection is there's no online co-op mode. Like I can't like, go on there with you and, and play online. And that's like so annoying. Because I would love to do that with all those games on those reissued collections. I mean, even just on like Extra Life Day, like we were talking about, it'd be so rad to do that. Yeah, there we go. We got it. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, Beyond Oasis. Yeah, that's another one. I'd never played that until the collection came out, and I streamed it because I thought, oh, let me see what this game's like. It looked cool, and I was really into it. It reminded me of Rygar a little bit, and I never really went back to it. I'd already like an hour in kind of gotten lost too, so it was definitely a game where I would need a guide, but I was into it. Is that gonna drop me off up there? Yeah, thank you. Strategic Death. Yeah, Genesis Collection's got a lot of cool games. Streets of Rage, Shining Force. Although, I don't know if I want to play Shining Force these days, but I have a feeling it would be a little insufferable. Oh, jeez. Get them both. There we go. Oh, oh! Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting era where there's a lot of games that are like kind of kind of going in the vein of like A Link to the Past. Another great game on the Genesis that does that is Crusader of Senti, which is very much like all those indie games that now want to be like A Link to the Past. Crusader of Senti was doing that in like '95. It's a really cool game. If you stand all the way back, they can't quite get you. You just gotta shoot, 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 shoot. Yeah, those games are those. Crusader Senti's not on the Genesis Mini, but the other ones are. I was actually surprised that it wasn't. So it's a fairly popular game. There's a rumor that there's going to be a Phantasy Star collection, but I don't know. We'll see. There's also a rumor that Tactics is going to the Switch, so I'll believe it when I see it. But oh my god, if Final Fantasy Tactics ends up on the Switch, we are streaming the hell out of that. That'd be amazing. Yeah, there was I guess it was like a fake Nintendo Direct announcement, and one of the games on it was the War of the Lions version of Final Fantasy Tactics, which is like the modernized. Although there were some issues with it, but they kind of clean up some of the clunkiness of that game. The ones I want of those tactics games from that era are the Tactics Ogres games, like Night of the Lotus or whatever it was called. Those games are awesome. And March of the Black Queen. That'd be awesome if those games got reissued. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because all that stuff's coming out. Like there's that Mana collection now, and I mean they're really diving in. Because there's a market for those games for sure. I mean, Square did a whole 3D remake of Trials of Mana, which they absolutely did not have to do. And It's interesting, and all the Saga games got reissued. I have Rum Saga 3. It's pretty good. I played probably about 5 hours, maybe. Yeah, if Tactics comes to the Switch, we gotta stream it for sure. We'd have to have like another night just to like play through that because that game is it's awesome. It's awesome. It's frustrating. There are a couple parts of it that are like really bullshitty, but the general vibe of it, and it's just like super cool. And now you got to fight Shockwave here. All right, screw this. There we go. Yeah, there's a couple parts in Tactics that are near the end. The first two chapters are just like really incredible, and then the third one has a couple really cheap parts, and then the final boss of it is just this like dice roll battle where you just gotta roll the right, get the right roll or else, essentially. I mean, it's just, the last time I played through when I did the podcast for it, it was it was a pretty rough experience. Oh wow, I'm almost out of lives. They let you continue though, so it's not a big deal. I'm playing pretty casually here. And there's a battle where you have to save a princess. I think it's a princess on the other side of the battle, and there's like a pretty decent chance that in the first round the enemies will just kill her before you can even get a turn. And you just like sit there like I can't believe this. And the last time I played through it, it took probably 3 or 4 tries before I could even get it to where, okay, I can actually get a turn here. I mean, that's just like glitchy. Uh-oh, someone's meeping. Hey, where are you going? You coming over this way? Where are you? Come here. Come here. Before you eat, you gotta say hi to Sarah. You gotta say hi. Say hi. Hi, Sarah. We're almost done. We got 2 more levels. You don't want to be on the stream? Okay. Alright, let me go feed him. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Come on. Come on. Round the corner. Here you go. Oh. Oh, you're out of your can. Okay. Here, let me do one of these then. That's okay. You've been doing good. There you go. My mom's cat figured out how to jump on the TV stand that's behind me so he can meow right in my right ear. Yeah, Puzzle has, so my couch is over that way, and there's like a little perch next to it, and once in a while, and he lays in it a lot when I play, like if I'm on the couch playing a game, he lays there a lot, but, once in a while, I'll just be like minding my own business, and suddenly I'll hear like "Rawr" in my ear, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, don't do that. Yeah, continue. We got 2 levels. 2 levels in 8 minutes. We can do this. Then I'm gonna head over and at least make a cameo over in Greg's stream. I don't know what he's playing. It was awesome last week. He played my donor request, Bionic Commando. That was very cool. I was really happy about that. Whoops. Yeah, he once in a while he really badly freaks me out. I'm just like, can you please not do that? Am I gonna make it? No. That's a weird jump. You like barely make it. Yeah, so there's more games in the series. There's a second one on the NES. Actually, there's 2 on the NES, I guess. There's a Game Boy one, and then there's Contra 3: The Alien Wars on the Super Nintendo, which is awesome. But it's another, like, it's way better 2-player, for sure, kind of game. Oh, jeez. Last level. And so you'll recall from our Alien Storm stream a couple years ago, all the body horror stuff at the end of that game. Well, here's another one with some serious body horror stuff. I remember the first time we got to this level, it was just like, what is this? It's just like really freaky. There we go. Yeah, the first time it was just like, what is this even? Ooh, spread. Yes, please. There's some down here too. I think there's a third, right? Yeah. Get it. You might as well just get them all. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's very Alien Stormish. That's another awesome game that's on the Genesis collection, too. And here we go. Last boss. And if you're playing two player, you can have your second guy, just like kind of ward off everything, and there we go. Yeah, the rainbow floors are cool. And then you escape the island where the aliens were, and game over. Congratulations, you've destroyed the vile red falcon and saved the universe. Consider yourself a hero. Well, thank you. I will. 3 minutes to spare. Wow, not bad. It's pretty cool end music too. Super C has awesome end music. And so yeah, that's Contra on the NES. Yeah, so there's a Super Nintendo one, Alien Wars. That one's kind of tough. I mean, it's doable one player, but it's made for, very much for two player. There's Contra Hard Corps on the Genesis, which is really hard. I've never actually beaten that game. Um, that's a definite two player kind of deal. Um, then there's like games on the PS1 and PS2 and stuff like that, but I don't really know much about those. Really, I haven't really played them all that much. I think I played one of the ones on the PS1. I think I rented it, but I don't know a ton about them. And so then, yeah, at the end, it just kind of reboots you back into the game, and you just kind of keep looping around. And you can do that. 25 minutes. You can knock out Contra. So, yeah, that was Contra, and we got our baseball star stream in. That's good. Yeah, I just kind of realized like we'd never done a baseball star stream, so we might as well. So next week, we were talking about NHL '93 earlier, and how about this? Um, we'll play NHL '93 for a little bit. Because once you play a couple games of it, you kind of you got the idea. And then after that, we'll stay on the Genesis, and we'll play some NBA Jam. That's another game that, because I don't know if maybe we'll do a podcast about NBA Jam. I don't know. I need to play it and see like what I think of it. So,